Good morning, everybody. A very warm welcome to the Primavera webinar hosted by Forai and Oracle. Welcome once again for taking your time to join this webinar on a Monday morning. So myself, Prem, I take care of marketing at Forai, and I will be going through the first few slides, and it will be followed by Mr. Karthik, who is the Primavera architect at Forai. So he will be running through the agenda for today's session on Primavera. And Ijaz is our country manager in Oman, and he is always available at your disposal. So this webinar format, we have currently muted everybody so that everybody can listen very clearly and follow the discussion. At any point in time, if you have any questions, please feel free to raise in the chat box. We have an expert team who can immediately respond to that. And this will be running for the next 45 minutes. At the end of the 45 minutes, there will be a 10 minutes question and answer session, and we will be sharing a feedback form on the chat box. Please fill the feedback form before you leave the session. The feedback form will be available in 30 minutes from now. Himita, you can share the feedback form after 30 minutes. So we will start the session today. So the session topic, Oracle Primavera is a very powerful project management tool for the construction sector and has been trusted by customers worldwide. It's one of the leading construction solution. And yes, I understand there are people who already know about Primavera who joined this session, and also there is new customers who are looking for similar tool for their sector. So we have tried to keep both in mind and set this agenda. So with the pandemic hitting in, so a lot of people wanted to have more powerful solutions, which is on the go, which has more power to them. And so Primavera has a lot of options. So these are some of the few options which make the collaboration very easy and reduce the time delays to make the projects be completed on time and control the cost. So we will be taking you through two solutions, which is the Primavera EPPM and Unifier. So the agenda is, yes, we will give a short introduction about Forai, followed by the solutions available for construction industry. So how a different team, including the site engineers, contractors, procurement team, so how they can collaborate together, and how do we track the project cost and budgets and actuals at any point in time during the project. And yes, there are a lot of out-of-the-box features which can help in rapid implementation for a comprehensive cost management system. And yeah, we'll discuss a case study at the end for a reputed Oman customer, so which everybody know of. So this is about Forai. We are present in Oman for the past 10 plus years. So we are, as an organization, started 13 years ago. We are a pure Oracle shop. We cater to ERP, Primavera, BI, and cloud services. So we have been catering to more than 300 customers. We are a Primavera specialized partner. We have a workforce of 450 consultants located in 8 plus office locations across the world. Middle East is one of our main region. So we have office in Oman, UAE, and Qatar. So we are also part of the modern partner network. Very few customers, very few partners are upgraded to this level, which brings a lot of focus to the customers, which follows the customer first strategy. And we are, as our recognitions galore, we are being nominated by Deloitte as Fast 500 company for 2 years, 2014 and 17. And we have also been recognized by Oracle as a volume partner for the services we provide on Oracle. Yeah, please. So we are an expertise partner, which means that so whenever Oracle recognizes partners, so it recognizes by the skill level. So we need to show references, certifications, certified consultants. Then only they will certify the partner, and we are an expertise partner, and especially on the Primavera solutions, which we are going to discuss today. Yeah, so from now on, Karthik will take you through the Primavera solutions for today's session. Karthik, over to you.
Yeah, thanks, Abrim. Thanks for the brief introduction. Uh, Very good morning, gentlemen. This is Karthik. I'm the Senior Primavera Consultant for Apps. So the intent of this session is to give an idea about P6 team member and how the construction users can benefit, construction site engineers or site users can benefit using P6 team member, the mobile apps, and also using the unifier, how the cost management is done. As we know, like we are all, I'm sure there would be some Primavera users in the session already, and there some would be new to Primavera, or some would be using the P6 professional desktop application and not using the EPPM, or some would be using both EPPM, P6 professional, and probably a team member you have not started using it. So this session would give you an idea about how we can collaborate from the site and how we can make people accountable from who are at the construction site, maybe the site engineer or the safety engineer. How can we tag the procurement team as well, so that there is seamless flow of materials to the site and all those things. After that, I would touch upon Unifier as a solution, how it helps in project controls and facilities and asset management. So I would just touch upon it, and then we will move on to the case study, and then we are open for question and answers. So first is Primavera as a solution. We have P6 EPPM and Primavera Unifier. While P6 and P6 EPPM is for planning, scheduling, and you're tracking your project progress. Primavera Unifier is for your project cost control and facilities and asset management. So these are some of the modules on Primavera P6 EPPM as we know. Apart the commonly known solution P6 Professional, or also known as the PPM. So how EPPM stands from different from PPM is it has the dashboards, portfolio capabilities, and it has a timesheet module associated with it. So here you can see the dashboards, portfolios, risk and issue management, and then the document management, the resource management, the schedule management. So EPPM comprises of all of these modules. Now coming to the next one, the Oracle Unifier. So like I said, for tracking your project budget or tracking your contracts or the payments made, these kind of project controls, you can use Oracle Unifier. And apart from that, you can also have non-commercial BPs like meeting minutes, action items, submittals, transmittals. So Unifier is basically a workflow platform or a workflow application which has in which you can create forms. You can assign users to give input in the forms, and you can create fields and then the workflows and assign the performer or the person who is going to act on the particular step in the workflow. So it's basically a workflow platform through which you can create your own business process and manage the business processes. So coming to the collaboration on mobile with site engineers, contractors and procurement team. So firstly, I would touch upon how we can make the site engineer or site supervisor accountable for the activity progress. So here we have team member mobile app. So just with the internet connectivity, if they have their smartphones in hand, they can directly use the team member mobile app to give the activity status updates. For example, if there is an activity called foundation and there is a site engineer or site supervisor responsible for the activity. So this activity can be assigned for the particular site engineer. So he can give the activity status update directly using the mobile app. And when we give the activity status update, it is in turn goes for an approval for the project manager or the project planner, or now we have an option to give some set of reviewers as well. And then once this is approved, it goes into the project plan. So currently, ideally, what happens is, so there would be periodic meetings probably monthly meeting or a weekly meeting to get the progress from the site, and then the planners or the project managers update the project plan and then see the progress. Now, in this way, we can directly make the site engineers or the contractors accountable for their activity progress, and directly they can log in the mobile app and give their update. So here in this snapshot, if you could see the list of activities for the particular site engineer is listed here. On clicking the activity, he can go and say and mark the activity complete or give the percentage complete for the activity. So there are other options as well, like updating the remaining duration. So on enabling that, that also can be done here. So coming to the collaboration, so how can we collaborate? For example, there would be multiple people working on an activity from different location, maybe from a corporate office, maybe at the site. So there will be multiple people working on the activity. So we need to collaborate among each other. So we have an option for collaboration in team member mobile app as well. If you could see the snapshot here, take for example, excavation activity. So the site supervisor here is saying the excavation has begun already. Okay, and then the excavator operator is saying that that this much feet has been digging has been complete. And while digging, they found a boulder, a stone which has to be removed, and that also it's been communicated in the discussions. And for that, the safety engineer is saying additional 2 more excavators are required to remove the boulder. And the procurement team is also tagged the activities. So they are saying they would timely respond on at which time the excavator would be available in the site. And then the planning department they are asking, is there any, are we expecting any delay in the activity? Should I replan it? So this kind of activity-based discussions can happen. So it is very easy for the team who are working on the activity to collaborate, communicate, and highlight any risks, issues, or any delays which they could foresee as part of the activity. Now, once whatever discussions they are having as part of the activity will be saved in the activity in the EPPM core module. Okay, as part of the log, if you see, if you click the particular activity called excavation here, in this demo project, the activity is called excavation. In discussions, if you see what all discussions which has happened so far in that activity, you can see the log in it. So all this is achieved using the team member mobile app. The site engineers using the mobile app, they can easily communicate, they can give the progress update for the activity, okay, and they can highlight any material delay, any resource requirement, any safety issues, all those things can be done. Now coming to the timesheets, suppose say for example, I would like to know the hours of effort spent by a resource, so that I need to bill the resource as per the number of hours he has entered. Okay, so so the effort can be arrived from the timesheets. When I assign the particular resource to the activity and enable the timesheets, he can go and enter the timesheets on the list of activities in which he has worked on for the particular week. That's what we are seeing here for the particular weeks, 2nd November 2015 to 8th November 2015. You could see these are the activities which are being assigned for the resource, and on clicking the activity, he can go and enter the time against the activity. And once he submits, it comes for the approval for the project manager or the resource manager. So here, once they approve it, and then running the apply actual service, it goes the cumulative effort. For example, in one activity, there would be 15 to 20 resources working on the activity. So on approval of each resource timesheets, the cumulative actuals, the real time or the real time actuals or the cumulative actuals will get recorded against the particular activity in P6 EPPM. If you see here in this particular snapshot for this activity called excavation, the excavator operator, they have logged 5 days of effort, actual effort, and here operator 2 has logged on 5 days of actual effort, and the cumulative effort of 10 days has gone into the activity. Okay, so this is how we can benefit using P6 team member rather than collating the data offline and then updating our project plans. We can directly give access to the resource, and they can enter the actuals, and we have control over it. We can either approve it, reject it, or also override it. Say for example, if they are saying they have worked on the so-and-so activity for 8 hours per day, We can say if you have some concern on it, we can override and say you have worked for 6 hours or whatever it is. So that kind of override option is there, and the approval mechanism is also there. So how does Primavera help in estimation? For example, 2 years back, there was a runway project, airport runway project, which was completed. It's a construction project. And I would like to, similar kind of project has come up now, for example, a similar sized project, a similar nature project, so that some of the estimate which I could quickly pull from that particular project would be useful for my current project estimation. So can we do that? Yes, of course we can do it. If you see here, this is a project, a demo project. So in this, I could see the materials, bricks, cement, sand, and also the equipments, the excavator used, and also the labor resource. Okay. So if I would like to get the total number of bricks used, for example, or the total cement quantity used, because the cost made over the period of 2 years, the cost would have been probably it would have gone up, or probably it would have come down. It would have eventually gone up. So if you want to get the quantity of the material used, you can get it. If you see here in this snapshot, for the bricks, for these two activities, for the plastering activity, 1,000 numbers has been used, and for the brickwork, 1,500 has been used. On a cumulative, if you see, the total amount of brick used can be like this. You can get a cumulative value at a project level for individual BOQ items. So this is helpful for your future project estimation. And how do we achieve this? Of course, by using P6 EPPM Web, Teammember Web. Teammember is available in two platforms. One is the web in your laptop. You can use it, or as a mobile platform in your smartphones. You can install the app and use it. So, like I said, it ensures accountability directly from the site users, and effective collaboration, the accurate and real-time actuals. The data is not told orally. We are not collating the data from them, and then we are not entering in the project plans. It is coming directly from the users or the field users who have been to whom the activity have been mapped. And next, the controlled access. Of course, the access control is there in EPPM. If which activity has to be assigned to which user, we can do that. And also the project specific access, or the WBS specific access, or the activity specific access, we can do that. And there is also an option to click and upload images from the site. So for example, if you are seeing some in your site, you have seen some exposed wiring, for example, and it's a serious safety issue. So directly the construction site users, anyone can, with the mobile app access, they can click the image and then upload it for the particular activity. And then approval mechanism, like I said, timesheets or status updates, when they enter, it comes for an approval, and once it is approved, then it goes into the project plan. Use on the go, like it's a mobile platform, so all you need is only the internet connectivity. With internet connectivity, you will be able to connect the core EPPM application, and all the users are in one platform on the go. And Teammember is a very cost-effective solution. Now coming to the tracking project budget commitments and payments using Unifier. So like I said, Unifier is a workflow application. So multiple contracts we can track in Unifier, or multiple project budgets, the approvals, all those things can be done in Unifier. If you see in Unifier, we have something called a cost sheet. For example, say a budget approval process. So initially you are raising a request for budget. Okay. So once the request for budget is raised in Unifier for a particular project, first you'll create a project in Unifier and then raise a budget request against the particular project. And then it goes to the concerned stakeholders as defined in the workflow. Okay. And then upon their approval and their consent, the budget is getting approved. And you can track all those things in this cost sheet. For example, what are the budgets which are pending for approval, and what are the for how many project budgets which are approved, and the budget transfers from which project to which project the budget has been transferred. Okay, and the change in budget. The initially approved budget is so and so amount, and then now there is a change request which has been raised and which has also been approved. So you can see the change also. So Unifier cost sheet is one place where you can see all the transactions happening in a particular project. It's a project cost sheet. And also at a company level, you can define a cost sheet and you can see the various transactions. And all these transactions are tagged against a particular cost center or particular cost code. Okay. So this way Unifier helps the industry in managing multiple contracts, multiple projects and their budgets and the contractor payments and raising the invoice and doing the periodic payments for the contractors. All these can be managed using Unifier application. Now here, if you see, there is a mobile app available also in Unifier. For example, if the contractors would like to raise a request for variation in the existing contract, so they can do that using the mobile app. So they will be associated in the workflow, and they will be given access for the particular workflow. And in the mobile app, they can do so on the go. They can raise a request for variation, for example, and also you can view and upload documents on the fly. So one more thing with respect to mobile app is you have offline connectivity as well. Say, for example, if you are in EPPM or in Unifier, for example, if you are in EPPM team member, you are entering a timesheet or you are doing an activity status update. Currently you don't have you are not connected to internet. That changes will be saved, and once you get connected, it will get synced with the internet, and your changes will reflect in the core EPPM module as well. So what about the implementation of Unifier? How can we do a rapid implementation in Unifier? Yes, we can also do a quick implementation in Unifier. There are out-of-the-box business process. For example, a budget management process or a contract management process or a payment applications or payment management process. For all these things, you have a set of business process defined, which has inbuilt forms, inbuilt fields, and which has inbuilt workflows. As well as you have all the required fields in the particular forms. It's all inbuilt and it's all there. Only if you want to tweak the form or if you want to tweak the workflow, if you want to add few more steps to the workflow, then it can be customized and presented. Also, you can benefit from the inbuilt business process available in Unifier. Let's see what are those. So these are the some of the inbuilt BPs available in Unifier. If you see here, budget approval, blanket purchase order, budget changes, budget transfers, change order, contracts, estimates. This with respect to cost controls, the invoice, the journal entries, the payment applications, all these things. And with respect to project delivery, your action items, your meeting minutes, the lessons learned, submittals, transmittals, if you want to record an issue or a risk, all these things, or if you want to raise a request for information. So all these BPs are inbuilt available out of the box. It is there in Unifier. If you just want to plug and play, you can also do it. If you want to customize also, we can do it. So like I said, configurable data forms, and there is workflows available which can be configured, and we can also configure email alerts and the notifications in the applications. And there is web service available for integration, and phase gate management also can be done. You can link your project phases in the project which you're creating. And then it has an inbuilt document management. It is very powerful with respect to document management. So forms plus workflow, this is what I was saying. This is the form in which you will capture the information, say, for example, contract initiation or budget initiation. And then once the information is captured, it goes through various steps in the workflow. Okay. And based on whether the record is approved or it is rejected, it goes to the end step. So now let's see a case study how construction manager is using EPPM and Unifier to bring together project stakeholder and update the project and monitor the project progress. So we have done quite a lot of implementations in Unifier and P6 EPPM. So we have just quoted one such implementation which we did for Omran. Omran is a tourism development company based out of Oman. As we know, it's a government organization, public sector company. So where we had implemented Unifier, we had almost implemented a 31 business process as part of phase 1 and 17 business process as part of phase 2. And so these are basically the commercial and the non-commercial business process. Commercial business process, when I say it is the budget management, contract management, payment management, and the non-commercial business process are for the project management, what all required, like meeting minutes, action items, all those things. So yes, the project was into two different phases. And if you see in phase one, the project communication module was implemented, and in phase two, we had implemented the cost control and the schedule management. We had also implemented EPPM for Omron, and we had integrated the P6 schedule sheets with Unifier. It's out of the box integration. Through which you can bring the schedule sheets or the P6 schedules to Unifier. And then the business intelligence, the BI publisher we have used for creating the reports. And also the Unifier is integrated with Oracle EBS, which is the ERP used. So some of the business challenges is, when we go for a large construction project, there would be too many contracts in place. There will be a lot of budgets approved individually for each projects, and we have to manage and maintain all the budgets. So these are some of the business challenges. And of course, if there is no central system in place, it will be difficult to make people consulted, informed, and people responsible and accountable for the activities. Through Unifier, we can avoid all these things. We can say who has to be informed on a particular task, and we can say who has to be consulted, who has to be made accountable. Next is, like I said, it's very cumbersome without application to manage the project budget, contracts, and the contractor payments. So some of the business process which we have implemented in Omron are these: the portfolio request, the project request, the contract request, the letter memo, telecon record, transmittals, lessons learned, meeting minutes, risks, issues. All these are the business. But like I said, as part of phase one, we have implemented 31 business process. And phase two, we have implemented almost 17 business process. Our Primavera customers in Oman. So while I would quickly take you through the mobile app, let me see if I can share my mobile screen and take you through the mobile app available for both team member, P6 EPPM team member and the Unifier as well.
Yeah, so these are some of our main clients who we had provided the licenses and done the implementation for Primavera and Oman. So that was the list of clients. Yes, thank you.
Thanks, Ijas. I'm just trying to share my screen.
Yeah, team, in the meanwhile, if you have any queries, please, you can raise it in the chat box. So our team will be happy to respond to your queries.
Okay. So hope my screen is viewable, right?
Yes, Karthik. Yeah.
There is no echo. My voice is loud and clear.
Yeah, it's clear, Karthik. Yeah.
Thanks, Spring. So I am currently in the P6 EPPM team member mobile app. If you could see, these are the menu options. Okay. So you can also download the mobile app from, if you're an Android user, go to Play Store, type Primavera and download the mobile app. If you're an iOS user, go to App Store, search for Primavera, and you will get Primavera mobile app. Just download it. Once you download, you need not log into it. You have an option called proceed to demo data in the below. I'm not logging out this. When you just install the application in the home screen itself, you will find an option proceed to demo. Click that. With that, you can go and navigate and see some of the features which are there in the mobile app. So currently I've shared my screen. So in the menu, you can see my activities and timesheets. So this my activities is for the activity owner, basically the person, the activity leader, or the floor manager for the particular floor construction, or the site engineer, for them to update the activity progress. I'm just clicking on my activities. So here what I have done is I could see all the activities which are assigned to me here. Okay. For example, this is a milestone which is in which I am assigned as the activity owner. First, when the gate 3 go to development, and the next one, if you see, probably this one, 4th floor slab and column beam, I'm assigned here, and the activity is 22% complete. Now I can also do, there are certain minute options like if you have tagged location with that particular project, then you can sort it by the location, these particular activities. Or if I would like to see only one particular project's data. So here, if you could see 4G tablet project is a project, Juniper Nursing Home is a project. So I'm just clicking Juniper Nursing Home and I'm just clicking apply so that I would be able to see only the activities as part of the particular project. Of course, when you are working in a very large project, you would be working on multiple activities, probably 30 or probably even 100, 200 activities would be assigned in your name maybe. So in that case, these features will help you in just bringing the required data and then give the information. Here, if you see, let me just go to the sort option again and show you. So here, if you see, it's all sorted by WBS. Uh, and I can see the active tasks, the ones which are overdue. Okay, now coming to the project, I've just clicked one particular project and I've just applied it. So here, if you see, probably I'll take this. Here, if you see, you will get all the information in the mobile app. First is the project name. Juniper Nursing Home is the project name, and WBS structure and then that in the WBS name is structure. Okay, they have given the WBS name as structure, and this is the activity name. Fourth floor slab and collar beam is the activity name, and here you have option to mark the activity complete, okay, or mark the activity in progress. You can star the activity. Star the activity is, say for example, for the next 2-3 weeks you are going to work only on these 5 activities. Just star it so that you can bring the star activities to the top. And then next is you can update the remaining duration for those activities. Okay, and then you can say when the activity started, when it was finished. It's all a project level setting in P6 EPPM. If you want the users you want to have a control and say only these things only the activity owner has to update, you can do that. There is a project preference setting in EPPM at project level. At that level, we can go and configure it and give only the relevant access to the or the relevant data update for the particular activity owner. And you can you can also see your activity codes. That is very key when it comes to construction project management. So you can also see the activity codes which are, or the UDFs which are assigned to the activity here in this list. And activity steps, if you have any, if you have defined any, you can see that as well. Now, okay. Now also you have an option here. If you have connected your EPPM with the email server, you can quickly click this email and compose an email and send it. And conversation is what I have shown here. The activity related discussions which I want to, we can initiate and we can speak. So that we can do. And all the users who are assigned as part of the activity and the project manager and the project planner also will be able to take part in the discussion and give their reply. And this is the, I said, right, we can take a pick if we found a potential issue, or if you want to update the progress with the evidence that this is complete. Hey, this activity is complete. Just have a look into it. You can just take a photo and then share it as well. So the option is available. Next is if you want to see for today what are all the activities pending, you can see, and for tomorrow what are all is been there, you can see. Like this week, next week, all that you can see. So here, fine. I think we have seen all these options. Now, whatever changes you have done, you can save it here. Okay. You can also try offline also. It is also there. Offline, you can save the changes. Once you get the internet connectivity, we can sync it. Then coming to the timesheets. So timesheet is for the laborers or the end users or the end site resources who are working at the construction site to give their timesheets, to enter the timesheets. And basically it will give you the man hours, man hours of the resource worked on the activity. Say here, if you see the timesheet period and this activity is not started, and here you can go and see the timesheet of the resource, and then you can enter the timesheet. See, I'm just entering probably 4 hours. So once I enter, I can just go back. Here, if you see, I have done some changes, but I have not saved it. So it will ask me this timesheet. In this timesheet, I've done some changes. I'm just saving it. So whatever I do here, it is all in sync with the central EPPM system. Okay, it goes for the particular resource manager. If it is your setting, if you want the resource manager to approve, then whomever this person is reporting to, that person will approve the timesheet. Or if you want the project manager to approve, you can set that as well. So this is with respect to team member timesheets. Now, as part of 20.12, there are a couple of changes as well, which probably I will highlight, which would be useful for you. In 20.12, you have an option to see your baseline dates as well, the start and finish date of your project baseline, whichever you set as your project baseline. If you want to see, I want to see the baseline dates for that activity, you can see that as well. And the planned units for this activity, if I have planned to say 100 units, if I want to see that in the timesheet, or I want my team members to see in timesheets, I can enable that as well. These are all updates as part of 20.12 EPPM release. And also the time increments, you can put like quarterly increments also, like 0.25 also you can enter. That kind of yeah, updates have come in 20.12. Now, these are some of the settings. So these settings, if you see, when I enable this, it will group by the project, not by the WBS. Currently, if you see, it is grouped by WBS. Whether okay, I think I have not saved the changes. I've saved the changes. Now, if you see, it's all grouped by WBS. Roof structure, it's all grouped by WBS. Now I can go and change it and say group by project. Now, if you see, Juniper Nursing Home is one project. And I think here I have sorted only Juniper Nursing Home. So only one project I'm able to see. So I have to go and change that. So now two projects, both the projects I'll be able to see. So 4G tablet project is one project and this Juniper Nursing Home is another project. So this way you can benefit from using the team member mobile app, and the best part is team member mobile app is very cost effective. It's a very cost effective solution, and unlike P6 EPPM, it is very, very cost effective. You can procure and give for the site engineers or site users so that you need not collate all the data from the site. You can collaborate real time, and upon your approval, it goes into the project plan. So let's move on to Unifier Mobile. I'm not logging out this. So in future, if you want, we can go to that. So here, again, the same thing, go to your respective app store and type Unifier and then download the data, download the app. Once you download the app, there will be option proceed for demo. In proceed for demo, you can, once you click it, yeah, so in proceed for demo, when you click, you can see the demo data. So here, if you see, these are the tasks or some of the workflows in which I'm assigned, for which I have to respond.
Karthik, you're showing the Unifier mobile application. We are still seeing the EPPM screen.
Oh, okay. Let me just stop sharing and share it again.
Yes.
Thanks, Ijas, for letting me know. So if you see, these are the some of the tasks which are there, in which I'm assigned in the workflow, and I just quickly open one of the tasks. Okay, probably here. If you see the record number, so in Unifier, it's all a unique record number will get created. If you see who's the record creator, you will see basically it is say for example a budget approval for amount. So it will be a particular record which will be created, and it will go through series of steps in the workflow. And you can say for what it is created. It's a design review for park structures, creation date, in which project this design is associated with, that project number, project name, all those things you can see. And you can see the contract reference to what is the contract reference for this particular task. That also you can see. And then any attachments you can attach, you can give your input and submit. So as we are running out of time, I'm just stopping with this. You can upload documents, you can update your workflow inputs on the fly, just using your internet connectivity is required, nothing else is required. And you can also put your favorites like this, your commonly worked on business process, you can add it in your favorites. Okay, so I'm just closing this. Any questions? We are happy to answer. You may please ask.
Yeah, thank you, Karthik, for that presentation. Yeah. So the team, so the point that you wanted to drive home is how we can collaborate easily with all the stakeholders, including the site engineers, on the field people. So yes, as you know, many people still use the desktop applications where they have to go back from the field to update every status, which causes a lot of delays and inaccuracies. So if people are given the power to work from the field, just update the status, so it's more real time. Yes, Primavera is just not a simple scheduling tool. There is much more to it. So if you're already using Primavera, please feel free to ask us what are the new features available, how it can be used better. Our team will be always happy to assist you. And yes, Unifier is also a separate solution, but EPPM, Primavera EPPM and Unifier gives you a deadly combination, which provides a comprehensive schedule and cost management system. And it can also be integrated with any of the ERP systems that you have been using. So yes, ERP systems are mainly not designed for construction sector purpose. It's more generic. But Primavera solutions are very focused on the construction sector and has been over the years improvised and much more matured to handle the construction related activities. And even other sectors have started adopting it. Oil and gas is a heavy user of Primavera. Airports, so any new project developments, Primavera can be used creatively for many other purposes as well. So your investment will not be in vain if when you go for Primavera. So we have Ivan from Oracle team also joining here. So he'll also be happy to assist you in any queries if you have on the licensing or anything. So Ijaz is available locally in Oman. So all the Oman customers, you can directly reach out to Ijaz, or I have put the email IDs for contact in the chat box, so you can reach out to us through through those emails or through our contacts persons available in the local regions. So please kindly fill the feedback form before you leave. Your feedback really matters. So, and if you want us to contact you, please mention us in the feedback form itself, and we will be one of our representatives will contact you soon.
Yeah, and team, if we have any questions, we can quickly take up a few questions from your end as well. You can ping us in the chat. We'll be more than happy to take your questions. So I will just mention my contact number in the chat as well. So anyone wants to personally reach out to me, right? You can directly reach out to me, and my email ID as well, I'll mention in the chat as well. Personally reach out to me asking for the cost in terms of both EPPM, the Unifier as well, and as well as like what will be the implementation time, everything. You can reach out to me personally. I'm located here in Oman. We have been implementing the Primavera solutions for various construction, oil and gas, and airport organizations here in Oman. So we'll be more than happy to assist you in any way possible. And we kindly request your valuable feedback with the feedback form.
From Nikhil, and he's asking what are the possibilities of Oracle Unifier when it comes to a different industry, or can only be applied for construction industry. So to answer you, Nikhil, this is not industry oriented application, could be used across everywhere. So from the banking domain to defense, air force, to name some customers, Bank of America is using Unifier, and a lot of see for Changi Airport they are using, and for defense, oil and gas, utilities. So it's kind of a product that fits everywhere. Like you can define your own business process, you can define your workflows, everything, and make it running up and running, and you could use it. So mainly Oracle provides processes for project controls and your facility and asset management. So it handles all the life cycle of the project throughout. It's not specific to construction industry alone. Thank you. The outputs can be seen in Primavera schedule or there in alternatives. Yeah, you could see PSITs and Unifier works hand to hand, and the schedules from PSITs are integrated with the Unifier, and once the Unifier is where the project really execution happens, and as and when the process is getting updated in the Unifier product, that will be sent back to PSITs. And yes, you could view the schedule progress in Primavera PSITs. And alternatively, we have reports and dashboards where you could see the progress of the project at any point.
Thank you. Thanks, team, for your valuable time. Please reach out to us if you have any further queries.
Yeah, Karthik, let's just check if they have any final queries before we wrap up. Team, do we have any other questions? We'll be more than happy to take the questions now. So to answer Mr. Nikhil's question, like it's not only the construction industry, we can definitely do it for other organizations as well.
Hassan is asking how it's licensed. So both the products are available in on cloud and on-prem, and it's a user name license. You want to add more, Ijaz?
Yeah, so it's based on number of users, Mr. Gassan. So based on your Primavera users, your project managers and planning engineers. So how much licenses you want user based, we'll be able to give you the code, Mr. Gassan.
Yeah. Just to add on, in EPPM, it's a perpetual license, meaning that it's a lifetime license. Once you purchase, you will be paying the year-on-year AMC. Then that's a perpetual license in on-premise. If you go with cloud option, then it will be a yearly license model. So your yearly will be paying the subscription fee and using the services for the number of named users.
Any light users license?
Okay, light user license, I think Mr. Gassan is asking on the team members license.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
you can explain.
Yeah. So team member is a light user. Like if you see the cost, it's a very cost-effective license. Team member. So because generally we give it to the field, and the user community will be large in the field. So the end user will be large. So it's not as same as the project planner license. It's a very much cost-effective license. So it's a very lightweight one.
Yeah, but then it needs P6 license as well to work along.
Yes. It needs a minimum of P6 license to work. But suppose it depends on the role. Suppose you have 10 planners in an organization, you are procuring say 10 on-premise EPPM license, and then you can procure 500 team member license. Okay, so like that you can plan. Suppose you have 500 end users who are working at the construction site.
Because it's cost effective as well. Yeah. So that way we can use the main users can the managers, project managers can use the P6 licenses, and the other workers and who are at the lower level, right? They can use the team member licenses, and they can put the updated to the managers. So that is how we are working it out. Yeah, Mr. Nitin, Mr. Nikhil, you had any other queries?
I think he is typing something.
Yes. Yes. If you like the session to be shared with you, definitely we can share it with you, Mr. Nikhil. Sure. So that you can share it with your other Primavera users in your organization as well. So it'll be definitely helpful, and I will definitely share the recorded session to you.
Yes. So with Mr. Gassan, to answer your question, when you buy team member license, it comes with a mobile app as well. The team member you have two mode of operation. One is the web interface in your laptop browser. Another is your mobile app. So if you buy your team member 500 license, then 500 for 500 users you can use the mobile app.
Ijaz, if Kassan's questions are not, if he has more questions or if it's not cleared, you could take him offline and we could give them.
Yeah. Definitely. Mr. Gassan, hope that answers your question. If you have any more questions, you can definitely post it here, or I can schedule a call separately with you and my Primavera team, and along with your Primavera users as well. And definitely we can take it forward. We can show you a case study of how we have done the Primavera Unifier for Omron and Primavera EPPM as well for various organizations here. So we can definitely take it forward. So, yeah. Mr. Nitin has a question.
Yeah, are there any API for integration of EPPM with SAP? Yes, they still supporting API, and now we have web services, more powerful web services to expose mostly all of the services to take all the data from the EPPM application with SAP. And the classic one is already there, that EPC connector is still there, and P6 EPPM supports integration with EPC that takes data to SAP ECC.
Yes. So, Mr. Nitin, to answer your question, yes, it's definitely possible. API or web services, definitely it can be done with the integration with the SAP system as well. Team, if we have any more questions, we can definitely take it.